If you stumble upon a rock, what will happen? Obviously, you will fall down. But if you stumble into infinity, what will happen? While you think about it, let me tell you that exactly that is the title of a book which I just finished reading, Stumbling into Infinity. The book is written by Michael Fishman, and I'll be telling you about that book in this video. Hello friends, my name is Nahush Khobalkar, and I'm a lawyer by profession, and I love to read from my childhood. Well, this is an inspirational story of spiritual journey of the author, Michael Fishman. You can see his picture here. And the tagline of the book reads, "An ordinary man in the sphere of enlightenment." This is really a very gripping book, a very interesting one. Now don't get off or feel discouraged by the word spirituality. This is not a very hi-fi book. Now you might think that spiritual book, now it must be very of high level. I will not be in a position to understand it. How would I? It must be boring. No, nothing like that, my dear friends. Actually, this is a story of this man, Michael Fishman. Michael Fishman, from his younger days, was very much longing to know what it is that makes life complete. He always felt that there is something missing in his life. He wanted to search for it. He was into meditation. When he grew up, he went into meditation. He joined Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's meditation programs. He took other programs. He took psychotherapy. He took emotional management program and all that. So what finally gave him the answer to his question and what satisfied his quest, that is what this book is all about. The book interestingly begins with the author's flight to India. The author is flying to India, and while he is boarding the plane, he reflects back upon what happened in his life. The author went on reflecting back to all the events that took place in his life while he was in the plane. That's how the book begins. And then the whole book contains a wonderful story of his spiritual journey, which finally satisfied his quest. Let me read out to you the beginning of the prologue. That's very interesting. "You are a very lucky man, Mr. Fishman," said the short, stocky ticketing agent as he squinted at his computer screen. "You must know someone who can work miracles." He typed rapidly on his keyboard. "For no apparent reason," he declared, "you've been upgraded to first class." He looked up with a big grin. Removing his reading glasses, he extended his arm and gave me my ticket. I smiled back and nodded my head, acknowledging that I knew I was lucky. But there was no time to explain. I needed to get to the plane. In a few days, I would find myself in a giant dusty field in Bangalore, India. But I wouldn't be alone. Looking out at more than 2.5 million people over 3 days, I would be sitting on a stage with kings, presidents, movie stars, religious leaders from several faiths, and more than 1,000 musicians who had barely rehearsed. They would all be there for the Art of Living Foundation's 25th anniversary and the 50th birthday of its founder, His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And then on and on and on the story goes. So while the author was with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, there he came across a young Indian Pandit. And the Pandit was performing some puja there in the American ashram. And there were 3 Pandits actually. And one of the Pandits was a very young Pandit with long flowing hair. And in the cold season of that area, still the Pandit was refusing to take any shawl or any cover. So on the insistence of the persons who were present there, who showed concern for the Pandit, finally the Pandit took the shawl and covered himself. Later on, after completing the puja, while the Pandit was living in a car, the author and the Pandit's eyes, who was watching at the crowd from the back window, the eyes of the Pandit and the author met, and suddenly the author, Michael Fishman, had an emotional overflow. Somehow he felt connected with the Pandit. The author says he can't explain what exactly was the reason why he felt so connected. There must be some bonding with the Pandit. But then he had tears in his eyes. Later on, it came to know that there was a deep connection between the author and the Pandit in their previous lifetime. The Pandit was none else than the founder of the worldwide famous organization called The Art of Living. His name was His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Later on, it turned out that certain more events took place, and the author landed up in one of the courses of His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, where he learned Sudarshan Kriya. And after learning Sudarshan Kriya, the author found that the meditations that he was doing previously became more deeper, became more meaningful. In fact, immediately after completing Sudarshan Kriya, the author felt a deep sense of calm. And then he realized that there is something powerful there in the Kriya. He then got associated with the Art of Living Foundation and His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And that's how the journey began. Friends, just as the title of the book is interesting, Stumbling into Infinity, he stumbled into eternity. I also stumbled into this book much before. But I had just started it and had just kept it there to finish later at other time in my book collection. But it so happened that during this April lockdown, I came across a course conducted by Art of Living on breath and pranayama. So I undertook the course, I learned Sudarshan Kriya, I took it out, started reading, and then the book just got itself read by me. And that's how I finished reading the book. This book is also available in Hindi. Those of my friends who don't understand English but understand Hindi, for them also the book is available in Hindi. I am giving the links to both the books, English and Hindi, in the description of this video so that you can purchase the book if you like. And of course, let me honestly tell you that the links that I'll be giving are affiliate links. Enjoy the book, get inspired, and get going.